Okay, everybody, this is a family tree file that I am going to upload to the svgfilesfree.com website here in a little while. I wanted to make this video tutorial first, um, just because it can be kind of frustrating with this to get the words in the right place. I know it looks simple, but I'm going to show you the way that I think is the easiest to do this. So let's get started. I'm going to create a new project, and I've already uploaded the files to my design space, so let's go get those right now. I'm going to get the tree, insert that in there, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at 0 and 0 on the position, and then I'm going to make this 11.5 inches wide. Okay, now I'm going to insert the knockout shapes, and I made these in different colors just to make it easier for you. I mean, there's no significance. You can do whatever color you want, or no color at all, but you may have to ungroup these a few times to get the one that you want to use. And you can find that out just by clicking on there. It's making me ungroup again. So, because I want to delete these that I'm not using this time. Get rid of all of these. Okay, so I'm keeping this shape right here. And we're going to start with, let's say there's 5 in your family. And the first thing I want you to do is I want you to try to get this roughly the size that you think you're going to use it, because we're going to duplicate this so they're all the same. So I'm going to do about that size. I'm going to duplicate it. There's mom and dad, duplicate it. There's child number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Now you can get these arranged the way that you want them. See how it looks? That looks pretty good to me. And then we're going to go through and do them one at a time and knock them out. So we're going to start with, let's start over here in the layers panel and just click on the first one. That's going to be your bottom right. And then we're going to hold down the shift key and click right on the black part of the tree. And we're going to slice. Okay, now it looks like your other ones disappeared. They didn't, but go ahead and this top slice result, the blue one, delete that. And the black slice result at the top, not the tree, the shape, we're going to delete that. There's your cutout. Now we're going to select the next one, hold down the shift key, select the sliced result of the tree, and hit slice again. Now you can select the black slice result of the shape and delete it. That's actually behind the blue one. And then we're going to select the blue slice result of the shape and delete it, and there's your cutout there. So we just go through and keep doing this on each shape, slice. Just make sure you're deleting the right slice pieces. There's our black one. And we want the blue one. Gone. Select the tree and the next knockout shape, slice. Delete the black slice. Delete the blue slice. One more. Slice. Going to delete the black shape and the blue shape, and you're now left with a single piece, which is what we want. All right, now I'm going to minimize this a little bit so we can see the whole picture a little better. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a text, and this is going to be the Williams family. I'm just going to keep things simple here with the text and the font. So that's what we want there. We're going to, sorry about that, my thing pops up and sticks. I'm using a surface with a pen, so sometimes my cursor sticks. Click on the text again, and you want to go up here to the new curve function. And we're going to curve it just a little bit. I'm not going to curve it a lot because sometimes that will distort things, but this right here will work. Now, this does not need to be as big as the tree. Actually, I'm going to make that about 8 inches. And this again is all just your preference. Now remember, we know that the tree is 11.5 wide, so half of that is 5.75. And you've got this little crosshair down here that tells you where you are. So I want to be at, let's see, there's 5, 5.5, or no, that's 6. I want to be about right here. And I'm going to come up a little bit. And that should be centered pretty well. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to attach those two right there so it doesn't move on us. And now I'm going to go back to full size, and we're going to add the names. So we're going to do Mom, and that's going to be, now you can make note of what size this here is so that you keep things uniform. And I like to center right there. I don't know if you can see that. The crosshairs of Mom are centered right here with these center points of the shape. So right now my font size is 32.7, so let's keep that in mind. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach this. I'm going to attach everything. Command A, attach. And I'm doing this so the word Mom doesn't accidentally move and get behind the tree. We can always unattach everything later. All right, so let's do Dad. And we're going to move that up here. And let's see our font size. What was that again? 32.7, I think. And I'm going to center it with the design. Let's go back over here. Okay, it's not going to let me see the font size again. Maybe it was 35.7. Let's try that, because that doesn't look quite right to me. That looks a little better. That's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to Command A, select all, and we're going to attach. And didn't work. Control Z, Control all, attach. Now we got it. All right, so the next one is child 1. And we're going to, all right, that's to be stubborn. There we go. Child 1, we're going to move that up here. And that was 35.7. Make sure we've got it centered. Okay. Command A for select all, attach. Got it. Child 2. 35.7. Center that. Last one. Getting a little wonky on me here. Okay, there's child 3. And that was 35.7. And let's back out of this a little bit. So you can take a look at it, and if you're satisfied with everything, looks good to me. All right, I'm going to unattach some things. All right, so I literally have everything detached again. Now I'm going to, I guess I didn't need to detach these 2 items. So we'll attach that. All right, so these I'm going to change the color. And the reason I'm changing the color is because I want them to print out on a separate mat. Even if I use the same color vinyl, I want those to go on a separate mat. Oops, messed that up. The words. And I'll tell you why here in just a second. Let me get these all attached. Okay. So I've got that layer right there, and I have, why am I not attached? One, two, three. Okay, sorry about that. So here's what happens now when I click on Make It. Here's your first mat, and that just gives you the open holes, which is really easy to weed because you can just pull those pieces out of there. Your second mat is your words. Now this can be a different color, your names, or it could be the same color. But I have found that it's a lot easier to do it this way and weed this than to try to weed it all out of one. But that's your preference. You can do it however you want to do it. If you want to attach everything all together and weed it all at once out of one color, that's perfectly fine too. So there you have it. That's how you use the family tree. And I hope everybody gets some good use out of this file. And I hope you have a great Sunday. Thanks for listening.